Hello, everyone. It's so good to see you. It's so good to be with you. Yeah, so let's just be here now and take a deep breath, close our eyes, and take this moment to go within and to notice our breath that is arising from no thing in every breath, this breath that could only be God's breath living and breathing within you. And so say it out loud. I am the breath of God. I am that. I am powerful. I am holy. The breath of life is within me, breathing me unconditionally. It doesn't matter where I am, what I'm doing. This breath is not keeping score. This breath that is arising from nothing, no thing, this miracle, this breath can only be God's breath living and breathing within me. So, in this place of breath and wholeness, I I want to just like share. Like this morning, I'm like, okay, it's really a good thing that I've invited you over for tea and you're in my living room sitting here and we're just relaxing and I'm just sharing from my heart. It's not rehearsed. It's what's on my heart and mind. And I just share just really with the prayer, with the intention that it will reach you and touch you and help you with my learning in whatever way it can. So, for so many years, and I may have already said this, I'm not tormented, but it's like, it's over me. It's like, what's my purpose? What's my purpose? Everyone's talking about my purpose. And look at them. They're on their purpose. They're hugely successful. They've got everything happening for them because they're on purpose. And I don't know what my purpose is. I'm going to all these um, retreats, seminars, learnings, whatever it is. I'm learning because I want to learn them, and maybe that's where my purpose is. It's like a chase, and it's not comfortable. Because somehow there's something outside of me, but it's supposed to be inside of me, and I'm missing it. And so, what is it? Because if I was on my purpose, I would be totally happy, totally everything would be in sync and just working. Okay, so those are my human thoughts that have gone through my mind, a few times. And it's that comparison thing that I don't think I'm the only one that we're just looking at these other people and they seem to have it so together. Not like we want to be the other person, but it's just like we would like to, like I wanted to find that spot. So here's what's what we really get to take in is that every nudge that we listen to, like, I want to learn that. That is your heart leading you. And and it's not necessarily a chase, but if there's this deep um, sense inside that I need to find my purpose, um, it might feel like a chase, but just rest assured that your heart, even though sometimes it feels like you're not like listening to your heart or whatever, you really do, because for the things that you really, really want to have, to learn, to whatever, you go there, you do that, you get that, you know? So I guess that's just a little preface of where I'm going with this. So you all know that, or if you don't know, I'll just briefly tell you that I had this vision, and it was like a heart vision 2.5 years ago or so. As I was walking to the barn, I looked over and I saw this silo foundation that is on the property. And I looked at that and I'm like, that would make the most amazing labyrinth. And then later on, I saw a vision where, um, well, let me just back up. When I saw that vision of that foundation, that circular foundation becoming this sacred path that people could walk on, I like my heart just leaped in joy. Like I was so excited about that vision. Like, people could come here and they could, oh, that would just be so great. Okay. And then um later on, like it might have been a year later, it was like I heard and saw this vision like you need to have 1,000 blessings from all around the world in native tongues paired with 1,000 crystals laid underneath the surface of this labyrinth so that there's 1,000 crystal blessings under the feet of those who walk this labyrinth. And that vision made me so excited. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm like, my heart is just so excited about it. Just to see it and to imagine people coming and feel the peace and the presence and the vortex of miracles really that would create. Just like, I'm not kidding. Like my heart is skipping and dancing at that. All right. So it's time. It's really time for me to step out and share this vision and invite people to send in their blessings so that we'll have 1,000 crystal blessings under the surface. It's time because I don't know, something tells me that this is going to happen this year. I don't know how. I do not, but anyway, so it's like get out. Okay, so we learn in any of the places that we go to learn how to market and promote or whatever. And they always say, start with your why, not your what. I mean, your what's pretty, I just told you my what, right? It's like, uh, but your why, start with your why, because your why actually is connected to your passion. Like you're doing something that you love because you love. It's a feeling. It's so your why is that feeling. That's why I'm sure they say start with your why of what you're doing. So I know that. And I know that's step one. And so I've been wrestling with what's my why? What's my why? And I go like, well, I mean, I'm super passionate that the all the masses of people that are enslaved with the lie of separation, that they get it, that it's a lie. They're not separated. They're so connected to their breath and the oneness of all that is. Like that, I'm really, really like that's my why. And it's like, people are gonna look at you sort of blank, I mean, I, so that was some of the things going through my mind. And then it's like, because that is true. And yet, is that my why? To create this space where people can come and just relax and feel their heart and be able to walk on this ancient, sacred, circular path that they used in ancient times. Just the image of it, just the path of it is healing. Like it was used in ancient times as a healing modality. And like, wow, to have this on this property and people to come, that's my why. And that is like to create this haven of freedom and tranquility here. So that's again a what, right? I'm just, so I'm wrestling. I'm just wrestling. What's my why? And then I'm suddenly in my head. And I'm sharing this because if you are wondering what your why is of a project you have or something that you want to start or whatever, maybe you felt some of these or heard some of these thoughts. Um, and so I really do have a point with all this. Okay, so I'm I'm in my head and I'm going, what's your why? Okay, so your why needs to be a solution to a problem. You need to find the problem. Like, have you been to these seminars? Like they tell you, so there's a problem you need to solve. What's the problem? So you can address the problem and bring the solution. So now I'm like spinning in my head about this why. Like, how do I create, what do I say? Like, how, how am I going to make this work? And I'm sinking further and further down, and so I wouldn't really let my mind go with that too much, but it was like kind of haunting me or taunting me. I'm not sure what the word was. Oh my gosh. So I'm really recognizing, like I'm in my head, I don't like that. This is that masculine learning that we've all been programmed with, that we need to really step back and deprogram and let loose and go with the flow. Like that's the heart resonance. That's the divine feminine. It's a flow. And I know that. And I know that's where the power is. The power is in the flow. It's not in trying to figure out a why or figure out a problem and that you have the solution. First of all, you know, um, there's really never a problem when you raise higher than what seems like a, a problem. It just becomes a creative challenge that we get to flow with. Like, wow, and things will download it into our being of ways to navigate this and make things even better and expand into more. So let's see. Okay, so all that's going round and around. So then a couple nights ago, I don't know. Have you ever done this? Have you ever like been dreaming, sleeping really good, and then all of a sudden you're awake in this dream and you're hearing things, seeing things. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to write this down because if I don't write this down, I will forget it. Um, anyway, so it's probably happened to you. It happened to me a couple nights ago, and I'm I'm in this dream. It's so clear. I am given the perfect words, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's it. I need to wake, I need to get up. I need to get this pen and paper. I need to, but I'm feeling, oh no, I'll remember it. I'll remember it. And so I did not do that. And I, of course, did not remember the exact words, but I did remember the essence of what this was all about. And this is what the really the whole point of this conversation, because it was like this. Teresa, your why is following the how do I want to say, it's like your why is how excited you are in your heart about this heart vision that you were given. Like you saw and felt a heart vision. That's your why. You're excited about this. Your why is following your heart. And that's what you've been telling people. And that's what you've been experiencing that has set you free. And that's what you keep shouting from the rooftops, that following your heart is your why. Like, I have this heart vision. It doesn't even have to make sense, right? I'm just excited about it. And my why is because I'm following my heart vision, because my heart vision is making me so excited to be able to create, like I said, this haven of freedom and tranquility for people. That is my why. That's my excitement, like following. So I don't know. I hope I'm making sense. The whole point is your real why is to follow your heart. Like whatever's making your heart sing, that's a why. I'm doing this because it makes my heart sing. That's my why. And if what I share with you makes your heart sing, wow, let's get in chorus together. Let's harmonize. Let's make this thing amazing. Let's just sing throughout the ethers and universes of all universes, this vortex of miracles that brings together the entire world, 1,000 crystal blessings in every language, so that together we are one. We are one right here in this place, and we are walking this path one step at a time. We're not trying to figure out what the next step is. We're just on the next step with 1,000 crystal blessings of love, with the one. Really, every blessing is going to be about love, which holds us up, which reminds us of who we really are and why we're really here. And those crystal blessings will be amplifying up through us and out through the cosmos like that. That's my why. And so, yeah. So I'm here to have you or just encourage you to let go of all of the things that you've learned that's going to tell you how to do something and how to do it better so that you're going to be successful at whatever it is. Just sink into your heart. Like, what is it that just makes you so happy? Like, what is it you're learning right now that may have some learning curves that can kind of frustrate the stars out of you, but yet it's like making you happy. It's like, this feels so on purpose because it's like, it's making me happy in my heart. Trust it because your heart that you are feeling, that joy is the highest wisdom of all wisdoms. It's the wisdom that sees way beyond every problem and solution there is. It's way up here like the eagle, seeing everything and coming together and just honing right in to what it is you need and what it is for the next step of this creation that you get to create because you are here as a creator. And the thing that's going to make your heart sing the most is to create what your heart vision is. Because remember, the voice of your heart is your soul, the very essence of you speaking through the feeling tones of your heart. So when something is making you really happy, it's like move inside, like, whoa, what is that? Yes. And it's just one little step at a time. And I was remembering, like, I mean, for years, uh, Abraham Hicks has said, so it's impossible if you're feeling down to suddenly feel joyful. Like that's just not how we're made. So we just go with the next step that makes us feel a little bit more happy, a little bit more joyful, a little bit more at ease, a little bit more comfortable. That because that's a feeling and that's your heart guiding you. So no matter where you are, because no one ever is just like ecstatically ever that all the time. It just doesn't happen. Like days and experiences and life moves through us in ways that we are going to be feeling like what a gift, feeling everything that there is to feel in this human form that gets to express our soul through us. Like that's so miraculous and magnificent and amazing to be alive. Like our body is so incredible, and your heart inside of you, in the silence of inside of you, you get to feel how you're feeling and you get to be honest about it. And when there's those joyful moments, it's like you're on path. Like just take the next step. And life is riddled with all kinds of challenges, like the labyrinth that curves and turns, and sometimes it looks like it's going all the way back to the very beginning. And then you think, oh wow, I'm totally losing and I'm never going to get to the center. And that's just not true. It's just part of the path that's getting you to where you really want to go, to the center of this, of you, to the center of what you're creating. Your creation is you, the joy of life, in its ecstatic state. Like, so, but it takes every step, and every step is it's the step. It's the step that gets you here. So even though the step isn't, like, you can't see, it's not making sense. It's just like, I get to get out of my head right now. I get to just take this next step and hold my heart. And if it's in grief, or if it's in sadness, or if it's in anger, or if it's in whatever it is, whatever you're feeling, like it's a message to you, like to release it and allow it and not judge it and move into the next step in the silence of your heart. So, I hope that's helpful. It's really was kind of a breakthrough for me to like get off of the purpose thing, because you are on purpose. When you're in you're really one and only real purpose in this life is to follow your heart, to listen to your heart and be in the joy of your heart. That's it. You're not here. It doesn't, because I used to think if I have this purpose, I will suddenly be more valuable, or I'll have value in this earth because I'm alive because of this, and if I do that, that creates my value. No, you are absolutely 100% worthy, 100% valuable. You could never be more valuable than what you are right now. And because you think you honed in onto a purpose of doing something does not mean really anything. What really means something is when you are in the stillness of your heart and you feel your heart and it feels joyful in whatever you're doing, you're suddenly being. And that's when you're on purpose, is when you're being the love of who you are, of doing what you love, going places you love, touching what you love. Like, everything is life is here. Everything in life is here for us, for us, no matter what. And in any moment, there's something here that brings your heart a sense of comfort or joy or peace, or like those are the feelings of the heart. And when you're there, you're on purpose. And your purpose is every moment you get to choose that purpose. It's not something outside of you that you need to chase or wonder or no, because when you're on purpose in every moment in the joy of your heart, the peace and the love and the lightness, that just you know that feeling. When you're there moment to moment, in the moments that your mind is silenced and you can be there, or you just notice, oh my gosh, I'm there, your life will unfold, like new things that you didn't even realize will just unfold in those present moments. It's not like you're chasing something outside. You're just like, oh my gosh, I love this. And you'll discover that when you're doing this that you love, it somehow works out to be a service for others, whether it's just that they're feeling your joy. Like, we're here as one. And so just be in your own heart, follow your heart. It is your purpose. It is your purpose to listen to the joy of your heart. So, with that said, I just want to, before I forget, May 3rd, this Saturday, is World Labyrinth Day. So, everyone in the world that knows anything about labyrinths or knows about it and loves labyrinths and wants to is walking a labyrinth. So, it can be a labyrinth, or on the ground, or there are finger labyrinths. So you might have a finger labyrinth. Follow the finger labyrinth. Everyone is doing it 1 o'clock p.m. their time. So all around the world, on every hour, someone and a group of people are walking a labyrinth in the silence of their mind, in the stillness of their heart. I think it's so exciting. So this is Saturday at 1 p.m. If you don't have 1 p.m. your time, if you don't have a labyrinth, you can download a labyrinth and print it off and do the finger labyrinth. And the artists actually, which is so exciting, that are doing the labyrinth here, the clay pavers with clay pavers on the silo I just told you about, they have a labyrinth that you can download on their website and print it off and just do it if you'd like. Yeah, with your fingers. So it is labyrinthsinstone.com. That's where you can download the labyrinth if you don't have one, but that's Saturday, May 3rd. Yes. So I want to close with a one of my favorite sayings that I actually have in my house. I mean, I don't know. I just put it everywhere because I love it. And I may have already said it, but I'm going to say it again. It's a Native American proverb, and it says, "Listen to the wind, it talks. Listen to the silence, it speaks. Listen to your heart, it knows." Listen to your heart, it knows. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for just taking this time to be here in just a moment of your breath and just being here now. I appreciate it so, so much. I love you. Bye-bye.